Hello everyone, I am PyroFalkon and this is Monster Rancher 2. In the last episode, Zordrark here tried the Artemis Cup but lost. Now, I did look it up just to verify what that was because I knew it was a permanent item, and as long as it's kept in my inventory, then every monster will gain a little bit of rest. They'll gain a little bit of rest at the start of every month. That'll play in very hard to keeping our monsters nice and fit for training, and I should have gotten that forever ago. So we are going to get that soon. We may have lost the last attempt, but I want that Artemis sculpture so badly that if I have to take that on, even as the D rank or C rank or hell, even an S rank monster, and we're going to take a massive fame and loyalty hit, I don't care. I want that sculpture. So, that will happen, let's see, September 2? I may even unfreeze one of our power monsters just to get it. But, right now, Zordrark he's not ready for the official E-Class, but we're going to give it a go anyway. We did okay in the Artemis Cup. He just didn't have the strength he needed to finish off his enemies. So hopefully we take care of that now. Man, my audio readout's a bit loud for Monster Rancher this session. Might have to do a little futzing with that during the video editing process. Alright, so we saw in the last one the Zordrark's main weakness right now is accuracy or power. He either needs to connect with his shots or he needs to hit much harder. And you can tell from his stats he's very behind in both of those. Well, his power's alright, but his moves don't hit very hard naturally, so we've got to improve one or the other. So win or lose, that's what we'll work on from here. But wow, his only moves are from the third range. That's really interesting. And I don't have the luxury, clearly, of just waiting until I'm at 99 guts like I prefer, because his recharge rate is so slow, and as long as I keep getting hit with Stinkies, it's not going to be very useful. Do your thing, Zordrark! There you go. See, now, who cares, because his farts aren't going to be able to stop us. His punch might, and I would prefer to go for a knockout. There we go. Well done, Zordrark. That's all we needed. And hopefully we can carry that momentum the rest of the way. Even if he loses this, it's not a huge deal. It's not changing our training regimen. Zordrark needs to work on his power, at least for a little while, no matter who he's against or what he's doing. But September 2, we need to get that Artemis statue. Zordrark's only been tired once, and as long as I keep this up where I do 3 training regimens and a rest, he's going to be fine. It is, of course, not a no-rest strategy, but he's our moneymaker, so I don't want to spend the money on nuts oils all the damn time. So my plan is to give him a mint leaf at the start of every month, and rest him at the start of every month, unless we need to do an errand tree, and then I'll jam a nuts oil in his face. I also did learn that when monsters have babies, some of their moves may be inherited by whichever monster is deemed Monster 1, and that's good to know. So I wondered how that works exactly, because errantry apparently by its nature inherently lowers the life expectancy of a monster. So given that that's the only way to learn moves, I wondered how that works. But if monsters pass down their moves as well, then that's how it happens, because then the babies don't have to do errantry to learn the same moves. So that is an interesting piece of data. That might be more lucky than good, but Oakleyman didn't land a single shot despite the fact that we are at level 1 speed. So, and if he had landed shots, then I think our defense and our life would have kept us up. So we're doing okay. Zordrark's a pretty buff bug. I almost said boy. I could have said boy. Whatever. I like him. He's full of promise. As are most of the monsters that I open with. It's just whether they can fulfill that promise. We will see. Zordrak's still a youngin', I believe. I do remember how they look later, arrowheads that is, and they get much longer bodies, so he's still a baby. So he's still got some time, which is great. Yeah, are you done? Are you done with your nonsense? All I have to do is land one shot. Yeah, like that. So see, defense is great, past Pyro. Don't neglect it next time. Get in his face. There you go. As long as I keep guts above 50, I think I'll be happy. That way I still have enough left to do spam at the end of a fight. But we do have the defense to keep this up. We just need to gain accuracy or power, so that way when we deliver the shots, they are actually coming, rather than, you know, not doing that. Oh, come on, Zordrak. Get your shit together, buddy. That's okay. At least we took the victory. Ugh. I may not like bugs, but Zordrak's kind of cool. He reminds me of my spore creature that I call the Scorpiclaw. Still keep meaning to dust off Spore. Spore has turned me off recently, because every time I try to stream it, it crashes, because Spore is not a well-optimized game. And of course, it was made before streaming was really a thing. I don't even know if I can record it clean. So I may just have to play Spore on my own. What a freaking shock, huh? Playing a video game on your own without worrying about the work implications of it. Amazing. I was a good boy the other day because I really wanted to play some Kerbal Space Program, and I was like, I don't want to stream this again. And so I friggin' just played it. Got Jeb up to the moon. Almost killed him because he was in a craft that didn't have a parachute, so, you know, he would have burned up in the atmosphere, but instead I did an emergency maneuver to keep him safe. You know, it's a typical day in Jeb's life. Maybe I'll play some of that once I'm done here. Would you please stop slapping me in the face like your mom did to your butt, Juno? Alright, never mind. I was gonna say keep your guts above 50, but take advantage of fooleries. That's always the first priority. Alright, get him. Spam him. Oof. He may have beaten us if that one had hit. That was way after time had expired, Zordrak. Holy crap. Alright, 4 wins means we're untouchable, because everybody else has at least 1 loss. At worst, we would tie with somebody. Leonin seems to be in the lead otherwise. Yeah, that's his 3rd win. He still has to face Nats as well, but if we can beat Lontar, then it's over. I did check the footage, and in the last episode, Lontar only won on that final strike, because we were ahead of him at that point, but the final strike he delivered dropped us to 40% health, and he had like 46% health at that point, so we got awfully close. And if Zordrak can either take a little less damage, or if he can deliver a little bit more damage, he'll be in good shape. We are dodging a lot for our shit speed. It's more of an indictment on our opponent's accuracy than it is our speed or anything else, but it's useful for us, and the fact that I can take those shots. The lick is more damaging to me, so I need to just stay in his face, because he can tail assault me all he wants. Just as long as I've got guts to attack. Like, yeah, I can take those all day. Go ahead, keep it. Keep it up. Keep slapping me in the face with your butt. Yeah. Good guarding. Now, when he does it, he'll probably do like 1 hit point of damage. Go ahead. Try it. Try hitting me, you piece of shit. Or I'll just punch you. That was after the bell. What? Okay. Well, at least we won it. You suck, Lontar. You and your stupid plant. Wow, Lontar Lontar lost out. Oh, that was good to see. Noklaman picks up a third win. How are you going to do, Leon? Oh, Leon lost to Nats. Wow. All right, well, doesn't matter. We took the victory. We are now in the D class. I will take it. And now I have a thumbnail for the series. Or for the next few episodes. Although that's kind of boring. He just kind of walked out. I'm going to have to look for a more exciting pose for Zordrak. I mean, you guys have seen it already. It's the thumbnail of this video and also the previous one, but he just kind of walked out. He didn't raise a claw. He didn't, I don't know, man. He just didn't seem all that interested. Yeah, I won, whatever. It's alright, Zordrak. You're a good boy. You're a good egg. How'd you do with your numbers? Alright, whatever. Oh, I shouldn't have praised them because I'm already being too nice. Alright, have a fish. So far so good. Our moneymaker monster is on his way. He's already made a small profit because we haven't been spending that much money on him. Well, maybe he hasn't. He seems tired. Yeah, I'd imagine. Have a nuts oil because you're not... If we limit Zordrak to getting one item per month, it's not going to hurt me too badly financially. But that reset his stress. I guess I should nuts oil him before every battle too, not just after. That probably would be wise, but whatever. Alright, keep working on your training, buddy. Right now, I don't really have a goal in mind. I'm just going to keep working on power for a while and see where we get to. And then once he grows up, we'll start doing other things, but this should be a pretty good system. I mean, he'll be competent, and that's all I need out of a monster right now. I just need some competence. I did see the numbers behind how much nuts oil heals as far as rest goes, and compared it to how much fatigue is built up while training. And if I alternate a light and a heavy train with then following up with nuts oil, I will almost keep up with fatigue. But I was looking here. I want speed. I want power. I want defense. Oh, I can get rid of intelligence. Who gives a shit about intelligence? Ooh. Pyro's having a thinky thought. All right, we'll work on swimming later. For now, we'll just stick with power because that's where his weakness is. But yeah, I've decided I need to start mixing in the heavy training with the light training because our monsters are not living long enough to take advantage of it, and there's always at least one stat they don't need. I mean, if nothing else, there's power and there's intelligence that go down. And it's like, I'll either need one or the other. I don't need both. So if we have a power monster, we can swim. If we have an intelligence monster, we can do leap, and we'll be alright. These two, I want speed and defense, so I don't know if I'll ever switch these two, or use those two, but we'll see. It doesn't really matter. That's as much as I'm planning. As always, I play these games for fun. I don't really care about the charts and the graphs and the whatsits and the who'sits and the whatnots. So that's how we're doing it. So, keep working on your power. Because really, our issue right now is hitting power. So, I'm going to try to get to 200. It doesn't seem to be that slow. Yeah, 200's nothing. Maybe I can get to 300 before the... Well, whatever. We can, of course, give it a try. It doesn't really matter. And now that his loyalty is high enough, I'm not too concerned about putting him into any given battle, let alone an official tournament. I just need to make sure that he can perform somewhat well. Is your butt still below the awning? Your butt is still below the awning. Are you still a baby? Like, are you still a baby? So yeah, I did look up whether milk is inherently better for babies or not, and it's not. Milk doesn't matter. Milk is better than potatoes, but fish is better than milk. So from every piece of data I've seen that I care to look up, it seems that when you feed your monsters, you always want to give them fish or better, unless you just straight up can't afford it, which is possible if it's your first monster, if you're starting a new game or whatever, but even doing a moneymaker monster, it's better to give them fish than it is to try to save that money with potatoes or whatever. Who was our monster who liked potatoes? Was it Brandis? Apparently that's still bad, because even though they get loyalty boosts for eating their favorite food and de-stress a little bit, it doesn't help their numbers very much, so... That's why even if a monster... I was reading that because tablets are so good for monsters, if a monster hates a tablet, you're supposed to just either force feed it to them anyway, or given the fact that they get so stressed out from eating foods they don't like, you're supposed to just get rid of the monster immediately and just get a new one. I'm like, holy shit, man. It's like the FAQ writers out there are like that skinny dude from Monster Rancher 4 who just has their monsters on a treadmill and just busting out like min-max strategies. It makes me wonder if that character from Monster Rancher 4 was like some sort of indictment on speedrunners, which would have made me laugh, because I said it in the comments as well. I do respect speedrunners a lot, but I don't like playing that way, and this obsession with speedrunning, I don't know, I guess I'm old school and I just don't care. So seeing a little needling against speedrunners makes me laugh. And I do not care. I don't care what that means. Wow, we've already been at this episode 17 minutes. This one's going a little quick. Doing alright, Zordrak. Yeah, we just need to get your power a little bit better. I mean, you were at level 2? And now you're going to be at level 4, so... You're doing alright, man. Cheat? How dare you cheat? That's a naughty Zordrak. Alright. What? Great. Great. Alright. Why did your loyalty go down so hard? It's because I yelled at you for cheating? Too bad. Stop cheating, and then I won't yell at you for cheating. It's pretty easy how that works, man. Alright. Oh, screw you, Auntie. Alright, more dominoes. I think he'll be ready... Oops. I think he'll be ready for the next tournament next time it comes on. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know why I'm blathering unless it's just to fill time. I just did dishes. It's very rarely that I need to take a break in the middle of one of my sessions, and yet, after I recorded that last episode, I went and did some dishes. And it was actually nice taking a break away from recording the game. Even though I'd only done one episode, I needed the break for a hot minute because of how tired I am. Oh, I didn't finish my thought. So, with Nuts Oil, if you do Nuts Oil every 2 weeks, you can alternate light and heavy training and almost keep up with fatigue. But then paired with the Artemis statue, you will keep up with fatigue. So, that's why I'm excited to get the Artemis statue, come hell or high water, even if we have to bully the week in order to get it. Did I mention that episode had to have its title changed? Like... I had an episode... Was it this one or was it Monster Rancher 1? I had an episode titled We Must Bully the Week and it got demonetized. It's like, thanks, YouTube. So I had to change that episode title. I think I changed it to We Must Attack the Week or something, because that's better. But you can't put the word bully in a title like that when you're... Because that could be encouraging bullying, and we can't have that, so... You know... who cares about context? So, I'll tell you, man, doing YouTube for a job, this is an adventure, because every month brings some sort of new nonsense that we have to... Oh, I'm doting. Oh, I'm doting. That's not good. Alright, have a mint leaf. Man, the months are just passing like crazy. If I keep this up, we may wind up having a... we might wind up having a new monster by the time this is over. By the time the recording session's over, I mean. Because I'm zipping through these months. Of course, I'm also not entering nearly as many tournaments as I should be entering, so... It is what it is. I should put him in an unofficial tournament just to see how well he can function, but it's fine right now, I think. Alright, so... He needs a nuts oil, because otherwise he's going to be too exhausted next month. So, here's a nuts oil. I think if I rest him week 1, it won't matter. Alright. And no matter what, we cannot praise him. So, bring it. And after our last monster, Karen... I really do think once I hit the B class, I should stop there. We'll still continue to build up our points, our attributes with Zordric, but oh my god, I'm over 20 minutes. Well, I guess I'll be doing this tournament in the next episode. Hopefully we get through it and not die immediately, so we'll see. Thank you all very much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow for another episode.